Boy, this is going to be a big one.
Oh boy.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm kind of buzzing right now.
Me too.
There's a lot of,
Does anyone need a cocktail?
So I had to take a nap before this call, and now I know why.
There you go.
Boy, we got a lot. We got a full house, more than a full house. For the most part, we're going to mute. And Tashiko, I think you said it well. We're going to mute everyone. And then if you had a quick thing to share, no worries about bringing that out. But if it's going to be a longer, lengthier, like a huge download, may want to use the chat or raise your hand so that we can give turns on people.
Tamara, you're so happy. That smile.
I don't know. I've been so excited for this call. I just feel like there's going to be. We're participating in a huge thing. We're in this next set of the extension of the Earth, but we've just got this is an amazing group of people here. I mean, seriously, it's our biggest group yet, but you can feel the energy. It's just, yeah, I'm buzzing. Phyllis, you got to be buzzing. Are you buzzing, Phyllis? Yeah.
Can you actually hear me?
Yeah.
Yes. No, so it's very cool. You know, we usually do these calls with either an intention set, or sometimes we just leave it what I'll call open field to allow whatever is highest and best to come forward. But in this case, we just happen to obviously notice and understand that today's full moon, pink full moon, or it's being called Scorpio Moon. And Eluña, who's another light worker out there who's been pretty vocal, like she's like in Egypt and she's doing a full moon ceremony. And being in Egypt, we thought, well, hey, why don't we try to just kind of sync up with that energy or sync up with that intention? So, you know, not to say that you have to follow anything that she does or says, but she does have some like recommendations on journaling and things of that nature. So if you feel called to do that, that seems aligned to you, because she's calling it the Metamorphosis Moon, and it's an opportunity to, you know, kind of transform and release things that no longer serve us. So it looks like everybody's here. The other thing I'm going to say is, because of just the number of people on here, you know, when I finally get to the point where I'm able to say I'm going to open source light records for those on this call, I'm going to ask, as you're muted when I say that, just say your name out loud, because when you say your name out loud, that'll initiate the frequency of your energy into the field. When I start the process, I'm going to take through the vocalized journey. Many of you may or may not already be aware of, having listened to some of the sessions on YouTube, our YouTube channel. I take you through a vocalized journey and I guide you through the process of taking you into the Akashic field. From there, we're going to open up the energies, and then Tashiko will step in and start describing or providing the environment. And then, as we had said, if people have quick things to share, no worries going off mute. But a lot of times people may also feel a burst of light language or, you know, hand mudras, you know, these are all normal things. So don't be shy about expressing whatever comes through, in, you know, because of the high energies of the call. So I'm going to go ahead and start this process. And I always say, if you want to go off camera, that's perfectly fine, because what I want is for you to be immersive in the experience. So sometimes external visuals can be a distraction. So if you feel more comfortably reclining or even laying down, feel free to do so. We're going to start the process by taking a deep breath in through the nose, and then letting that out as naturally or as comfortably as you feel in this moment. We're going to start to take our awareness around our energetic field. We're going to orient ourselves from our points of presence of the front, back, left, and right sides of us, starting to find those boundaries of our energy field. So as we get a sense for the boundaries around us, we're going to allow the light bodies to align, feeling the physical, etheric, mental, emotional, astral. Start to synchronize as we start to take our attention above about 5 or 6 feet, where we start to feel, sense, imagine, visualize the light of source. At first, this light will feel scattered into dispersed particles. But as we continue to take our focus and attention to this, they start to pool and collect into groups. As they dance around the sky, they start to pool into random spotlights. And in that randomness, they'll all ultimately converge into one. And with this focus and through the power of source, I'm going to lead you and guide you down through the chakra circuit pathway of the sun, soul star, crown, third eye, throat, heart, solar, sacral, root, legs, feet. Then we're going to move down through the Earth star. As we move down through the Earth star, we're going to continue downward even further into the crystalline core of the planet. We're going to anchor, center, balance ourselves here with Mother Earth in the heart of Gaia, setting the intention to clear and transmute all low-level frequencies, negative energies across all time, dimension, space, and realities as we fully and completely release any and all density into the planet. This lightens our energy body load so that we can alight back up through the Earth star, feet, legs, root, sacral, solar, heart, throat, third eye, crown, all the way up into the central sun, pushing past into the unity consciousness field, pushing even farther into our pinpoint connection to source, feeling the extreme opposite ends of the energy stream of the energy pulsing right now, knowing that and understanding that we created a chakra circuit pathway, allowing our light body and consciousness to move freely. We're releasing the physical. This then allows us to move again through the sun, soul star, crown, third eye, throat, to home and center into our heart space. Let's expand our hearts into the universe, allowing our pillars and columns of light to expand along with it. This allows us to connect to the galactic center so that we may sense the void, feel the void, expand into the void, so that we become the void. Taking a second here. No boundaries exist. We all become one. Let us marvel in our vastness in this space while I call upon the cosmic table of light. I pull that forward. I am asking for source light records for myself. Vera Takakura, Tashiko Temple, calling upon each and every one of you in session, if you can say your name out loud. I feel an energy move from that. And as I gather all the records and all the streams and all the energy bodies, making my handshake, I turn my palm over from the cosmic table of light and I open source light records for each and every one of you until I expand them high and wide until they become the light of the sky and beyond. I'm going to blow all of that open, setting the intention that all healings, clearings, support, guidance, assistance, information streams, downloads, frequencies, vibrations of the highest order and magnitude come forth for myself, Tashiko, and everyone who's part of session, including anyone who may listen at a later date. Also honoring, acknowledging, requesting the presence of the ascended masters, teachers, loved ones, star families, galactic beings, archangels, ancestors, record keepers, guides, beings of light. Also hailing dragons. I will mention real quickly, if you are Starfire, activate now.
Tashiko, do you mind if I start?
No, go.
Okay, so
Wait. You're jumping ahead.
oh, sorry.
You're ready to go. The records are now open. Field access is now granted. All frequencies are active across all spectrums. All optical data streams are online. You may now proceed.
False start. I had a false start. We got to start over. So we started off just this whole kind of rather large gravel, huge expanse of gravel on the land. And there's a man that's leading us. It's Jesus. He leads us to a beach, into the water. We go well under the water, very, very deep. I think this is Atlantis. And as we're standing there, the ground, the very bottom of the sea where Atlantis is starting to shake and vibrate, almost like an earthquake. And we spread out in our circle. We are making a huge circle around what's happening. We can feel it, but we're more observing it. We're observing what's happening. And in the middle shoots up a geyser of this huge diameter spout of, well, it's water, but it's coming out from the bottom of the ocean. And we're all looking up right now. And we're moving. Okay, so there's obviously something happening here. We will find out as we go. And he's taken us to sand, and I'm seeing pyramids, so I'm assuming that this is indeed Egypt. And we're clustering inside of a pyramid. Again, our circle, it's tighter, but it includes everyone. And just as we let our star fire grow, that energy grow, that's what's happening between us. The energy between all of us is growing. Us being side by side, holding hands. It's almost this voluminous cyclone-like energy that's just starting to spin, and it's building with all of us. It's us being together that is making it build. And that's starting to crescendo just as the water earthquake underwater did. And again, another big spout going through the pinnacle of the pyramid. This is energy and light. And it's going way up. We're in what I am understanding to be galactic space, outer space. There's no dimensions that are in here. It's just stars, visions of planets from afar, darkness, but in a beautiful, gorgeous way. I think what they're showing us, and Tashiko, perhaps you can chime in here, I believe what they're showing us is the road that the expansion is taking, the road that the ascension is taking.
Beautiful little journey in so fast. Boom, 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 straight through layers. Woof. Okay.
They always
So,
do for me.
When I first came in, I was being met by a Pleiadian woman, beautiful starlight crown. But what was the most profound component of this was a crystalline mind. So it was almost like there was a transference of energy into my brain space, and it was crystallizing. It was forming different facets and different colors, but there's also this incredible luminance and magnetism that's happening with this as well. So there is something so beautiful about the connection of all of us together. There is something really transformative in the that's happening in your mind space, in all of us, transferring all of these different frequencies through into the crystalline mind.
I'm seeing that, Tashiko. This is what this energy was that we were culminating together in there. It's going from like a solid to a crystal into an energetic form, and it is stunning.
And it's like liquid crystal at the same time. It's like it's forming facets, but it's still liquidy under the surface or something. It's very multi-dimensional. I'm getting lots of body pulses at the moment.
We have a council of 5 that has shown up in front of us now. For the most part, they're dressed in like a gray. Faces are blurred. These are ascended masters. They're not galactic beings. Let's see if we can figure out who they are. Remu is there. Mother Mary is there.
Seeing lots of codes coming out of Remu. It's almost like a passageway into a pyramid. That the trajectory of these codes are coming out of his heart space.
Oh, wow.
For my touchy-feely people, if you want to use your hands as a way to kind of feel the energy as it's moving, I always think of holding your hands as if you were holding a box, and you will feel energy kind of streaming. So just wanted to bring that up if you're like I'm feeling energies type person.
Phyllis, are you able to identify the other ascended masters there? I think you're muted, Phyllis. Okay, I think she's in her own space. The other 3, there's 2 other men and 1 other woman. What's appearing as a feminine woman. Yes. It's the who's the, not Kali, but she's the reverse of, or the other side of a ascended master or a deity.
You said it's a Hindu based?
Yes.
Like Tara?
No.
There's Kali, and then
Who's
I
the
don't
one
know.
that's represented by a peacock? When you see a peacock, you know it's her.
Durga?
Durga.
There you go.
So I blended with Ramu, and inside his giant silhouetted self, I can see all of us gathered sort of lower at his feet, and huge pillars of codes and light and frequencies coming in. I'm now holding my hands upright as these two massive pillars of light appear out of his hands. Lots of vortex of energy through and around the whole group and rising upwards along with these pillars.
Okay, those pillars are instrumental, and they are now taking it because this council of these ascended masters, they've opened up like a pathway for us, and we are going up through different dimensions right now, and we're jumping rather rapidly. So we've passed 6, we're at 8, 9.
The
We're
energy
sitting,
shifting. Yeah.
we're sitting at 10. Now we're sitting at 11. I think what they're trying to do is calibrate our frequency.
I can feel a very fine ripple here as well as it's almost like rippling downwards, like water rippling down a surface.
Okay, what I'm seeing is we're going above the 12th dimension, but they're giving us perspective. We're going through a light, like a tunnel almost that goes vertical, and we are all going up through this. And as we get up to the top, we're almost looking down. And they want us to have perspective on what's occurring. It's rather than an actual participative activity right now, it's an observant activity.
It's also getting used to the energy because there's been a lot of energy shifts. And I feel it. So I mean, I've got to believe everybody else is adjusting too.
Well, I'm sweating bullets. So. Time to unrobe.
No, don't get
I also
naked yet.
sensed that I had my hand on two sisters' backs just now. So whoever's standing with me, I've got my hands with you. Another thing that just happened was an activation of the star chakra. So above the crown, 2 stars bloomed straight away. So there's very much allow that star chakra to really be activated and extrasensory. Don't limit your sensory to your body silhouette. Keep expanding out beyond that and feel from your soul star.
Oh my gosh, Tashiko, I feel that so deeply.
And I feel like it's almost like changing radio stations, or it's almost like flicking channels of a TV so quickly, like through different frequencies as it's activating and as it's calibrating. And then a beautiful flood of softness coming through from that as well.
I see these ascended masters, they're coming to each of us one by one in that soul star chakra area. And it's almost as if they're putting a coin in the machine, but it's not a coin. It's some sort of, I'm going to say upgrade or frequency, but it's a light is what it is. It's a light that they're putting in there.
I can see the light. It's weird.
Jesus just came to me and put his hands on the sides of my face. And when you were saying a coin, I'm like, it's a communion wafer. Oh, Jesus, you're so funny.
It is. It's almost as if they're saying, okay, we're turning if you have not been working from your soul star chakra, you will be working from it now.
This is a very iridized space as well. So for me, I catch flashes of, it feels like a crystal formation that is iridized. So flashes of green, pink, blue, as it kind of rotates, as it catches the light. So whether you all notice that as a flash of color or a sensation even.
That's exactly what's happening. So they want us to work from that energetic space, as you were saying, Tashiko, and get out of our bodies, get out of our minds. So maybe this is a good point to take like 15, 20 seconds here and just let everyone acclimate and just focus only on the energy in that soul star. That's where they want us to be for the rest of it.
So not being disembodied, but just focused from that energy center. And almost like we're developing the higher transpersonal chakra centers, energy centers.
We are. I'm understanding that it's almost like a translation center, we can't translate it from our brains and our bodies. We have to translate it from something outside of it.
And in the call, when we placed our heart, our third eye in our heart space, do the same now to place your third eye, an awareness inside your soul star. So moving it from wherever inside your body, shoot up that elevator space, feel the extension of your crown moving upwards, and then place your awareness there to feel from that elevated perspective, which reiterates the elevated perspective we were just experiencing.
So it is very apparent everybody has done this and is doing it right now, because the energy has just picked up and it is flowing. It is gorgeous. It's moving in every direction above all of our heads. It's almost like instantaneously when whoever, and it doesn't make any difference, was that last person to click in, it just lit up. And it definitely is a group energy.
I'm feeling something kind of hilarious. It's almost like a roller disco, like the flashing lights in this iridized way and this swish. Like I just feel like, wee, I'm on wheels. Woo!
Yep. It's just moving crazily. It's beautiful. It doesn't have a pattern, but it's beautiful. And it's just moving so fast. Yeah, I got to go into light language, guys. Sorry, there's something going on here. It's something to do with this light.
I see it like very, very fine ripples are coming across the water as well. Keep going, Tamara, spit your language out. It's this very fine interweaving of ripples rolling. Feel them just wash over you. There's this beautiful bathing feeling with this.
Everybody, one by one, is getting things put into their soul star chakra. When I say things, it looks to me to be sigils, light language, some sort of coding. Some of it we will be using tonight. The rest you will have access to at a later time.
And if you're a mover, let your hands play. Let that code come through and activate into your hands. Feel yourself drawing those sigils. Feel yourself manipulating light through your fingers. Weave this beautiful beauty into your being.
We are going to be using this information. We'll be drawing from it. That's given to us tonight. We'll be drawing from it in the next 3 months. Not in 3 months' time, but during the duration of this 3 months.
This awareness also just unfolded, almost like moving fully into the star chakra space, which formed like a geodesic dome around me. So like a crystal faceted dome space, but inside the center is so serene. There is this beautiful stillness where the faceted outside is what's bouncing a lot of this frantic energy, but come into the center and really feel the beautiful centered and aligned space here. Very calm. And a funneling, a spiraling down through the body as well.
I can feel that. That perspective that we spoke of earlier, we are now looking down upon the earth as a planet in its entirety. We're way up. And we're looking into that crystalline core of the earth, but it's no longer clear. It's presenting like a I don't know if anyone's ever seen like a round crackle quartz. That's what it looks like. And it is ready to explode in a good way. It's exploding. It's exploding right now, and there is light going out everywhere through every single layer of the crust of the earth and beyond that. On every single pinpoint of it, it's just shooting out.
Oh, and I feel angels are with us watching this whole process. There's lots of wings.
We're reforming this explosion of light as we're reforming what we know as the crystalline core of the earth. We're not just witnessing it, we're participating in it. Anyone who's participating this evening is participating in planting this new energy in.
I'm seeing these codes come almost like, you know, matrix codes, but firing straight from the core, straight through our beings, but coming in an iridized way as well. It's like flashes of color.
It's beautiful. It's like right now we're trying to imagine something replacing that. It is just what you said, Tashiko. It's changing colors so rapidly. It's like the frequency of every crystal that we've ever seen out there. It's a constantly changing ball of light, a ball of energy.
And almost like the burning edge of a piece of paper, when you can see that light trail line, almost like it's liquefying. There's this beautiful liquid gold coming in with this as well. Like it's burning away any residual stuff you need to let go of, which is so aligned for Scorpio Moon. Gracias, gracias. And so whatever you feel to let go of, to burn away, to let that pattern go, this is a beautiful moment to do that.
It is the release. It's the release of so much. Okay, we are now acting as we're holding this new frequency in as we're allowing the old frequency out. And not all of the frequency that was old that is coming out, not all of it is bad or negative or harmful. There are some beautiful parts of it, and those parts are being upgraded. But we are here to hold that frequency in.
I just had the hugest release of grief. I have just bawled my eyes out. It was fucking huge, but whatever you're feeling and releasing right now, just honor that process. It is a beautiful one. Be okay to let go. And amongst these beautiful rays of light, the most beautiful, soft white dove, this peace, this emanation through the heart space, through the rays, through the crystalline shifting colors, the most soft white dove you've ever seen.
So I'm going to code into what I'm going to call the heart of the earth. And however you see that heart of the earth and what it needs right now, I would like everyone, whether it's mudras or light language or singing or humming or thoughts, just put that into it right now as I'm coding. Whoa, the power of that, you guys. I can literally feel everyone's power, everyone's intention is just so in unison. It's beautiful. Yeah, there's a round 2 has just come through. So, this is not the core. This time, this is the surface of the earth. This is the people, the land, the things that we live in.
Beautiful Mother Mary presence here as well. Very, very beautiful and gentle.
It is a love frequency, Tashiko. So if you guys can focus on sending that, doing that heart share of love to the people, to the land,
And like a hologramic vapor that escapes out of your heart space, see it melting with each other as we hold this circle around the earth, as it melts into the surface, as it melts into the heart core. Ooh. We are the most beautiful iridized bubble. All of our soul stars are stars, bright, glistening stars. All of our chakra system are stars, lit up. We are beautiful crystalline pillars holding.
And this would be the perfect time to make that intention for a peaceful ascension.
There's that dove again. And if you're not already smiling with love and soft eyes as you hold your hands towards this beautiful orb, this planet we call home, do that now. Really erupt as much love and as much joy from your own physical self. Pour that in.
Oh my God, it's literally changing with that Tashiko. I hope everyone else is feeling it. I've got such huge reverberations in my body.
The finest gold ripples, beautiful, beautiful.
Dragons have shown up. They're encircling the earth while we're doing this work on the top of the earth rather than before. If you have a dragon that you work with, please call them in.
Ooh. My dragon just burst through my chest from behind me, like, woo! I'm like, okay, Jesus.
Yeah, mine too.
I can see like different, very clear axes through the earth as well, like different trajectory lines, pinpointing straight through, like pickup sticks. There's like very strong passages piercing this beautiful, clear, clean, refreshing, abundantly beautiful starlight.
This starlight, I'm feeling and seeing energies from so many different civilizations, the darkness of them lifting. And I think that beautiful starlight is there to facilitate its exit and its disintegration. And I'm talking Egyptian, Mayan, indigenous people, wherever you think of it, I'm just getting flash shots of it around. If there is a specific people or civilization that you know needs to release something, please visualize them and help them release it right now. It's a matter of
almost like squeezing like a sponge of water over the top of the globe and letting it wash clean, like letting any of the grit, any of the dirt, any of the heaviness, any of this energetic heaviness to be released and drip off the bottom, for it to just dissolve off the whole planet. Ooh, I know it. Beautiful cleansing.
I feel like we're taking
beautiful releasing.
Yeah, this top layer. I don't think we're getting it all, but we're getting at least a start on it.
And keep pouring beautiful love in. Keep pouring the joyousness of yourself, feeling your body transform as the earth body transforms. This is a union. Feeling those beautiful codes, layers filtering through, still pouring down, beautiful shafts of light.
It's this beautiful softness of energy that's coming in. It's almost as if we've softened like a hard plastic, crusty something, and we've softened it by assisting in some of the removal of this. And it is beautiful. It's rose colored and it's gorgeous, and it's just the epitome of feminism and motherly love and softness.
And Mary is all smiles. She is so delightful.
We're being wrapped in a bubble, an energetic bubble of some sort, individually and as a group. I'm being told that the color, the frequency of the color that you resonate with, that you work with right now, that's the bubble you need to envision for yourself. And the large bubble around us is rose going to crystal, rose going to crystal.
Take some really nice deep breaths here. Really drink that in. Really feel it moving through every pore, every vein, every circuit line of your frequency. Every cell nourished like the singular bubble around you and like the cells within the greater bubble.
Okay, I'm getting a telepathic message of gratitude and thankfulness from an Elohim energy.
Really felt that energy shift on that, to be honest with you. That was interesting.
Yeah, it's
really high.
I think we need to sit in this for a moment, and I'm understanding that they're ready to take us back down, that this was a lot of frequency shift, a lot of exchange of give and take.
And if you need her, Mary is here to help you alchemize these shifts. If there's layers you're still letting go of, just call her in. She is holding your heart. She is such a beautiful guide. Beautiful gossamer strings of golden codes that come from her hands as she places them on your back, as she dusts them over your aura.
The level of love that's there right now is so huge.
Don't start crying. We'll all start crying.
Don't be
I
crying
love
right
you.
There's no crying in co-session.
No. Hey, last one I started to cry, so I mean it does it to you, I think.
This was huge. This was huge.
And if anything has turned your love light on, this has. This is about us bringing more love back into our lives to reflect in the hearts of each of the people that we love. So we're bringing this love through ourselves, turning this light on so we shine it out and we share it with everyone in our environments, in our families, in the further world at large. This is as much a planetary process as it is a singular process, and they are united. We are all cells within the one cell. So whatever you're cleansing, whatever you're letting go of, whatever you're feeling, this is all beautiful and it's all collective and it's also so solitary in your experience. And let these energies assist you to shift them. Let this light shine.
We are an audience of beautiful women holding unconditional love that have stepped up to do this tonight for no other reason than unconditional love. And that recognition is there.
I'm not crying, you're crying.
No. Feel free to sympathy cry.
Oh, oof. Beautiful.
They're taking us back down. We're at the 10th, 7th.
Feel those density changes as we feel like we shift away from that very, very fine and high vibration.
Yeah.
Oh.
6th, 5th, back to our table of ascended masters in the galaxy who have bowed their heads to us in gratitude.
My hands just went to prayer. I was like, yes, gracias. And they're like, yes, gracias, gracias. Mm.
I'm hearing namaste from them in unison.
Nice.
Mm. Group hug.
I don't know if I'm ready to leave this space.
Yeah, you can hang out for a second. I mean, it's when we get up into these energies, it's always amazing.
Does anyone want to share their experience of standing in that beautiful place with that beautiful energy and how you feel in contrast now coming back down?
Well, I'm with Tamara. I did not want to leave, and my eyes are like water faucets. I can't understand. I'll just continue to send my love here.
I think it's a multitude of emotions that we're feeling. It's almost like saying goodbye in some ways. It's a departure, but it's also an arrival.
Yeah, and you can't step onto the new path without stepping off the old one. It's like that timeline
That
shift as well.
transition. No.
Yeah, you have to. We made it. We walked it. We held it. We poured our energy in there. We know what we're doing. We know where we're going. But there is also, yeah, a letting go. There is a huge letting go. There's a huge grief and attachments and just layers of feeling, perhaps that you haven't been feeling for a long time as well, all going to ripple up and probably continue to ripple up after this process. So just be very, very gentle with yourself. Hands on hearts, nice and warm. Make skin to skin contact.
We're shedding a lot with this full moon.
And you have to understand, everyone, that we're not just doing this on behalf of others. We carry that energy within us. Many of us were parts of these civilizations that were releasing this grief and this trauma and this pain, and we're releasing it as well.
And you may have, as you're saying that, civilizations, you may have little flashes or little awarenesses of moments of where you've been connected to different civilizations, different past lives. They may not come through as a full download, but you may just know suddenly right now the things that you're letting go of and the layers and how deep those layers go, how old some of these layers are, and what a beautiful thing we've done for ourselves and for the earth collectively to shift and hold and acknowledge these deaths, these processes, these heavy emotions and the shedding layers. Oh, Scorpio Moon, she's a beauty. Woohoo.
Yeah, strong.
Mm-hmm.
Super strong.
To use Eluña's words, is we're shedding an exoskeleton off of the earth. It's one layer.
Mm-hmm. And we have a few Scorpios on the call, so
Oh, yeah.
we're au fait with this stuff.
Okay, Jesus is here again, and he's ready to take us back.
Okay. I feel the shift of energy from that.
Yeah, so do I.
It's in my hands. It's weird. The palms of my hands. That's a lot. So is anyone wanting to share anything since it seems like we're looking like we're gonna wind down here pretty soon. Oh, someone's
Go,
got a hand
Denise.
raised. Denise, sure.
Hi, I just liked sharing the love and thinking of absolutely everything I've ever experienced in my earthly existence that's made my heart just break wide open, from babies to kittens and butterflies and warm water and sunshine, and just hugging somebody you love and just opening that up and sending it anywhere and everywhere. It was very beautiful.
Thank you for
Love
sharing
that.
that.
I love especially that there was butterflies and kittens. You're adorable.
For a lot of people that are new to these calls, the energy is very, very strong, and it is hard to integrate at first, but it doesn't stay that way forever. You'll be surprised how quickly you can adapt, and it has a lot to do with where you are right now on your path, and the fact that you are on this call and came forward to do this work speaks hugely of you. So don't underestimate how we took some pretty big jumps tonight, and it's okay to feel off kilter.
Oh yeah, there's going to be a little
And it
bit
was
of trouble.
fast.
Yeah, it was super fast.
Super fast. Holy cow.
So Ellen has her hand raised.
Hello. Okay. Oh my God. That was absolutely beautiful. I did want to say, being with Mother Mary and being as someone who has worked with Mother Mary as a guide, that was the most intense, heart-opening. Like my body is still ripples. I'm still just in constant ripples of pa 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 pa, which is really beautiful. But there was this moment that was really, really precious where I felt like I was a baby in Mother Mary's arms. And that was really beautiful. I'm also one of the Scorpios on this call, so I felt like I did shed a physical skeleton, exoskeleton, or whatever you call it, but I, like a snake shedding like a whole layer. It was like Mary was saying, put it all down as a mother would. Give me your burden. Give me what doesn't resonate for you anymore. And so it was like I opened up my soul and like everything just poured out, from love to hurt to pain to remorse. And it was a shot through every emotion all at once. And it was very beautiful. Very, very beautiful. So that's all I wanted to say. I have so much gratitude. So much gratitude.
Thank you so much, Ellen, for sharing your experience. It looks like we've got Monique who wants to also share. Please share, Monique.
Yeah, my experience was a little bit different. I was stuck in the pyramids, and I connected the Egyptian segment. I'm going to say it wrong. Segment.
Yeah.
Yep, thank you. Came in and connected me to the Mayan pyramids in Mexico. The connection was there, and a lot of indigenous people, and a lot of I felt a lot of their pain and wanting to let go, and I still kind of feel sick from it. So I'll probably have to process them out after. But yeah, it was more on the indigenous side with this than it was galactic.
The Ascended Masters and stuff.
So yeah, it was pretty cool. But yeah, that's it.
For Monique, feel yourself being bathed in a really beautiful pink light, and allow any of that negativity, any of that body reaction that you're having, any of the sickness, any of the sadness, allow that to just drain down over your body and melt out through your feet. So make sure you have your feet on the floor wherever you're sitting, standing, and allow that to drain through you. So you don't need to hold that anymore. You've been the vessel to help it move,
yes,
but let it go.
I do. I'm good at that. That's what I do, is I process mostly indigenous people and whatnot.
Beautiful.
So thank you.
You're welcome. You're so pink now.
Is there an elephant in the room? I'm just
No,
kidding.
stop it. So Juliet wants to share. Please do.
Oh yeah, I have a comment question. Similar to what Monique just said. Like I felt there's just so much tingling, like electrical jolts through my body, and coming down to the lower densities is so hard for me, and I just feel the heaviness. And even right now, there's just so much weight of heavy flow in my legs. And is that, you think, because I'm not letting it come through or releasing it, or just part of adjusting back?
It's a processing. That's all. Your body's going to feel the different levels of the energy as it shifts. It's kind of like when you're in the water and you feel yourself buoyancy go up and go down. It's just part of your sensation. I don't feel it's anything that's stuck or You know what I'm saying? That's causing
Yeah.
like any processing issues. It's just that's
Yeah.
why I try to teach everybody the sacred geometry side of the encapsulation of the body, because you're gonna feel these shifts and they're gonna be strong. And so it's like it can take a couple of calls before you're like, oh, this doesn't phase me anymore.
Okay, that makes sense because yes, I'm new to it. And then I just wanted to comment that right before I think it was Tamara said about the dragons there, my guide is this white dragon, and he started circling me, and I'm like, what is he doing here? And then she said, there's dragons here, and so it just, and then I saw more of them too, and just kind of reiterated what I wasn't sure I was experiencing since I'm so new to this. So thank you for sharing all that.
Thanks for sharing that. This is what this is for, because it brings everyone confirmation to be like, I think I'm getting something, or I thought I saw something, and then someone else says something, and it really helps solidify that experience. So I'm glad you shared that. That's
I'm
really key.
glad too. I'm very glad too, because I use this description a lot, that I am looking out the front door. That's what I'm seeing. But there's the side windows and the back door and on top of the roof. And so everybody has a different perspective. But when we do these sessions, inevitably there's confirmation on what you're seeing from someone else, what you're feeling from someone else. And the energy tonight, in terms of coming down, I had a hard time coming down from that. And I've been doing these for a couple of years. So yeah, this was a big one.
I think the amount of love also makes us not want to leave, makes us not want to disconnect, makes us not want to come back down. So we are so held there. We are so loved. We are so light, not only in colors and shifts of light, but we are light in spaciousness of our particles when we are that high in frequency. And so, of course, density down here is like,
you feel the absence
so
of that.
dense.
It's like your energy body went up so high, you actually feel the absence of it when you come back down. So it's just, that's the difference. That's the contrast of higher vibration to lower, right?
It's almost like the most intense heartbreak to like let go of that.
Yes.
Like that's my home. I don't want to say goodbye yet. Like come back with me. It's so, yeah, it's worse than the hardest breakup of your heart being torn open.
But recognize also that you're always connected to that frequency. You can go there. It's a smile on your face. It's a warmth in your heart. It's the kittens and butterflies. It's the connection to your love within you. You always have access to, and you can always share that. And I feel that that's one of the biggest things we just learned. We are vessels for love. We are love. And we had to remove the layers of the shit that we don't need to carry, the heartbreaks and the grief and the gunk. We just let the gunk go so that we can be more love. Oh.
But at the same time, for everyone else, if you're not used to what I'll call moving through the energies or operating in the different levels, you're going to yawn, you're going to feel tired, especially when we come back down. It's just because your body's adjusting from all that. That's just not something you're accustomed to. So, if you're yawning and you're feeling like you got to go pass out after this, don't be surprised. It's a lot of energy moving and you're processing, and it doesn't just turn off as soon as we get off the call. It'll continue. There's stuff still continuing. And just want to say that because I don't want people feeling like, well, why do I feel like really like just like not down, but you know what I'm saying? Just feeling that difference, that heaviness.
Can I say something? I
Of
was
course,
so
Pasi.
excited to continue the mission from Atlantis time. It was like, I just felt like, oh my goodness, finally, I have the opportunity with all of you to do it again and to do more for Earth. So it was very fulfilling to, do something for Gaia. It was amazing. So thank you all. It was great.
Beautiful.
I'd like to share to you guys that, just everything. And Tashiko, I love what you said about shedding the grief, because like when we had that opportunity to like, okay, what do you want to let go of, like with that burning of the paper, I said all these other things, like I said a bunch of things, but like I didn't realize until you said, "Oof," there's a like a big ball of grief coming out. I'm like, oh my gosh, I still have grief, and I really felt that deep. Like I was like, oh my God, that's something I really need to let go of. And I feel like I didn't say it when we were releasing because it's something I'm suppressing. And so like you like pulsated it out. So thank you for doing that. Thank you. My partner, my husband, my late husband, he's on the other side now. And so a lot of my grief comes from that. And so after you mentioned the big ball of grief being relief, you mentioned the dove, and like it was so aligning because we used to call each other doves. So when you said that, I was like, oh my God,
gosh.
I was like, he loves being on the other side, guys. Like he's taught me so much. He's more of a spiritual being than a human being. He just loved being spiritual. So I'm like, okay, like it's good, but on a human level, it's like, oh man, this shit sucks, you know? And also when we were being guided by Jesus in the water and like the rumbling was happening, it made me think like there's an underwater volcano right now that they're watching that's about to erupt. You know, it's on the West Coast, and it made me think of that. I'm like, oh my God, is that what we're like seeing?
Oh my gosh, you're right about that. I forgot about that. But what's so interesting about it is we were kind of feeling it. It was rumbling and moving harder than what we were feeling. We were just barely feeling it, and we were spreading out and just kind of looking at it. And it was interesting because I'm like, why aren't we feeling the strength of this? Wow, that's really interesting.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for to you, Tamara and Vera and Tashiko for guiding us through that. That was beautiful.
Pleasure.
This started as a personal experiment with Judea that has become to me a lightworker movement where I feel the shift in the lightworker community wanting to move to the next level, wanting to move together. And this is the culmination of that to me. So I'm just always grateful and humbled that I'm able to facilitate it. I'm always humbled when everybody talks about or expresses what they get from it. So to me, it's always an amazing experience.
Thank you for that. Thank you. Because honestly, I've been so in my own healing that like as a light worker, I forget, because I'm also a Scorpio rising guy. So I'm one of the Scorpios here. Yay. But I'm so ready to be of service to the collective. And like I send light to Gaia, you know, and I pray for humanity every night. I have a 6-year-old and we pray every night. He's like, don't forget Mama Gaia and everyone on the planet. I'm like, nope, we got them. So we're doing our work in that way, but to be in community with other people, other light workers, it just honestly, I'm deeply honored. Like I feel that, you know, so thank you guys all, not just the facilitators, but everyone in attendance here today. Like, thank you.
It's huge. It's huge. And I'm grateful.
Well, I just want to say something about what I experienced about how much my body was moving. I wasn't expecting to be moving, you know, energy around. And I appreciate, and I'm so grateful for you, Tashiko, you, Tamara, and you, Vera, and everyone on the call.
You
Grateful.
guys, thank you for that. But you have to keep in mind, I mean, we're just the eyes. This call happens and what we're doing happens because of everybody that's on it, your frequency and your intention. So yeah, I could just be out there willy-nilly seeing stuff, but I'm seeing stuff because of you guys, your energy, what you're putting in.
What you're participating with, what you're investing in it of your own.
Exactly.
So it's huge. It's huge. Thanks for sharing that, Georgia. I really appreciate that. And like I said, you don't realize, you know, when you're working by yourself, it's one thing. It's another thing we've got over 20 people on the call. That's a lot of energy. That's a lot of energy swirling around. We're all together in this one big pot of swirling energy. Was there anybody else who wanted to share anything? Make a comment. And you know, at the same time, I will say, if you don't feel anything kind of expressing itself right now, sometimes, I mean, more often than not, it does happen after the fact. You'll get download, you'll get messages. I'm in the process of finalizing the stages of a community platform so that we can all sort of reconcile back into this, because it is hard. I think everybody feels and gets and downloads and channels so many different things. I'm trying to find a way to integrate this into a central place so it doesn't feel like what I call do these sort of like one-hit calls where we kind of get together. And I want to be able to promote and develop our groups. I actually want to introduce something called cosession sandbox that'll be coming down the line that gives us the ability to to group together if we want to. If we feel resonant with other people, that gives us the opportunity to sort of have continuity to the information we receive and the channelings and the guidance, all of those things. So I am in the process of trying to finalize something for that so that we're not always kind of like just doing these one-off emails in WhatsApp groups and whatnot. So hopefully you guys will like that when I finally get a chance to announce that.
I did want to say for the people who haven't been on a call much, if you do have a lot of that residual energy that's just, flooding through your body, do make sure to ground and release and, do it with gratitude to Gaia after. Because I remember my first few calls, I literally had to lay on the ground outside after the calls just to release because I hold a lot of energy. And so making sure to, if you're feeling really buzzy or if you're feeling lightheaded or just so much energy is still swirling, just going outside and setting that attention into Gaia to release is very helpful. And I just know that from my own experience of holding energy. So just wanted to share that.
No, that's a great reminder, Ellen. I mean, because I'm going to basically take us back in the reverse to bring our energies back down. But at the same time, again, like I said, once we leave the call, that doesn't mean that whatever was happening or, energy continues. I mean, you're going to still maybe get some awarenesses or light bulb moments of something. Obviously, this call moves the energy to where don't be surprised if things come up to clear. But at the same time, understanding that when that happens, it's kind of like expected, to move through it versus being surprised because nothing here should take you off guard.
And one extra little point is that Scorpio, by its nature, wants to uncover the unconscious. So you're not looking to, but it's going to surprise you anyway. It's going to show you where you're hiding things. That is the very nature of this moon. So don't be alarmed when these things start coming up. That grief that you haven't been looking at, the thing that you suppressed, that's here to show you right now, and it's here to be healed and transmuted. So just, again, be very gentle, very loving with yourself as you move through these emotions, as you drop these layers. And if it needs to be a physical process for you, maybe clean house and throw some stuff away. That whole process can be a channeling of how you process these layers you don't need to hold anymore so that you can be more of that love vibration moving forward. Amen to all of you, beautiful little angels. Thank you for being a part of this call. It's been mind-blowing.
All right, I think we're good. Let me just ask you to, if you want to go off camera, just so that you can be immersive in the experience, we're going to go back in the reverse of how we started. So I start that by saying, hey, take a intentional deep breath in through the nose, and then let that out through the mouth as naturally and as or comfortably as you feel in this moment. This allows us to still the mind, connect back into the breath, allowing us to find our points of presence again of the front, back, left, and right sides of our energy body, and that awareness of self. I'm going to, in this process, call upon the cosmic table of light and ask for source light records for myself, Vera Tashiko Temple, Tamara Pasick, and if all those on the call can say their name out loud. As I start to retrieve and pull back all the energy streams from each and every one of you and anybody who may be listening to the call at a later date. It's a lot of energy flowing in. I gotta give it a minute here. And as I start to pull back all the energy streams, I'm going to turn my hand back over to the cosmic table of light. And as I move to close the records, we start the process of exiting field access from the Akasha. As we give gratitude, great gratitude for all the healings, clearings, support, guidance, assistance, information streams, downloads, frequencies, vibrations of the highest order and magnitude that came forward for everyone in session. Also giving gratitude and honoring and acknowledging the presence of the ascended masters, teachers, loved ones, star families, galactic beings, archangels, ancestors, record keepers, guides, beings of light, dragons at some and present. As all those energies start to shift and move, We are also setting the intention that all cords, connections, bindings, contracts, portals, vortexes, energies intentionally or unintentionally, consciously or unconsciously created are completely released as we detach from the field, allowing us to journey back through the chakra circuit pathway of the sun, soul star, crown, third eye, throat, heart, solar, sacral, root, legs, feet, down to the earth star, and then further down into the crystalline core of the planet. Let us anchor, center, balance, ground here with Mother Earth in the heart of Gaia, allowing our energy bodies to adapt and shift, phase shift back. Allowing Mother Earth to cradle us here so that we may move up again and alight through the earth star, feet, legs, roots, sacral, solar, heart, throat, third eye, crown, feeling our connection to our soul star. And then past the sun, unity consciousness field, all the way into our pinpoint connection to source. We've reset the chakra circuit pathway. We reset that connection. So that allows us to travel back home through the sun, soul star, crown, third eye, throat. Let's home and center into our heart space. Let's expand our hearts into the universe. I want you to put your palms up on your lap. We're going to upload our gratitude, our unconditional love, our frequency into the universal collective. And if you want to take a moment to take this opportunity to share this frequency or energy with anyone you love, or a challenging condition or situation, we can do that here. And allow that even energy exchange to take place, knowing that as we receive, so shall we give back. And as we send that, and that energy exchange is complete, start to journey back home by traveling back down into Mother Earth's sacred space, setting the intention to process and integrate all that has been transmitted, all that has been received, allowing us to continue in this flow state, knowing we are one with the all, and the all is one with us, allowing us to find our center point back to our home base so that we are anchored back into this 3D physicality, back into this earth plane, Al Yashua. So it is, and it is so, we are back. We are back. We are back. Imagine a beam of light above your head, splitting into the two sides of you, ray tracing a triangle. And as soon as you hit foot level, creating that final seal so that we are back energetically into Mother Earth's blueprint and grid.
Whew.
How's everyone feeling?
Yeah, good.
Can
Thank
I show you something funny? Look at this. So before we started, to make you smile. So when you said, like I was asking for my dragons to come, and then they came in yours too, but that was like around me. So I had to make you laugh. And if you not visualize your 8 years old, give you toys and name them for you. That's awesome.
I'll tell you what
Great
you need
job.
to make. You need to make a birthday present because it's Nicole's birthday today.
Oh, very happy
Oh,
birthday.
happy
Happy birthday, Nicole.
Happy birthday,
Thank you.
Nicole.
It's
We're
11.
virtually gifting it to you.
And I know you have to get up early for work too. She gets up at 5. So I mean,
Oh my gosh.
so yeah, happy birthday. And
Thank you.
yeah, so thank you for joining. It looks like Phyllis had to drop off because we couldn't hear her and she was trying to speak, and so it just happened that out of our list, it seems like she had some technical difficulty. But other than that, I'm just thankful for each and every one of you. Thank you. Co-session wouldn't be what it is without you. So give yourself a pat on the back for showing up tonight. And
Yay. Also,
Thank you, everyone.
on that note, guys, I just wanted to share that the Hindu goddess that rides the peacock or is with a peacock, her name is Saraswati, I think.
Saraswati.
It is. I was going
Yeah.
to say that too, and I forgot to come back to that completely. Thank you for coming back to that.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Yes.
I just looked her up because I'm like, I have a connection with the Hindu gods and goddesses, and I'm like, I know Durga rides the tiger. And so I looked her up, and she's the goddess of wisdom, knowledge, music, art, and learning. So this is just really
Thank you for
divine.
clarifying that. We always,
Yeah.
all these pieces of information are always adding a little bit more knowledge and awareness. So thank you guys for sharing everything that you did tonight and sharing your frequency, because everyone frequencies count. So,
Yeah.
all right. Thank you guys.
Awesome.
Have a good night.
Bye. Thank
Thanks so
you.
much.
Bye, everyone.
Grateful to
Thank
you
you.
all.
Bye bye.